Today, we'll explore how holding back some parts of our lives can actually enhance our relationships, our peace of mind, and even our success. So if you've ever felt pressured to share more than you're comfortable with, or if you're curious about how a little privacy can go a long way, stick around. You might just find a perspective that changes the way you think about your daily interactions and your digital footprint. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. And I highly encourage you to watch the whole thing. Without skipping, you never know which part might spark a meaningful change in your life. When we talk about our past struggles, it's essential to remember that while these experiences have undoubtedly shaped who we are, continuously revisiting and sharing every detail isn't always beneficial, in the words of Marcus Aurelius, a revered Stoic philosopher. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This quote beautifully encapsulates the essence of focusing on the present and how we've grown rather than dwelling on past hardships. Our past battles, whether failures, losses, or challenges, are indeed a part of our journey. They've contributed to our resilience, our understanding of life, and our empathy toward others. However, it's the wisdom we extract from these experiences, not the experiences themselves, that truly matter, as Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, pointed out. Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. This perspective encourages us to view past struggles as mental and emotional exercises, fortifying us for future challenges. Psychologically ruminating on past difficulties can trap us in a cycle of negative thinking, preventing us from appreciating our current situation and growth. Epictetus, a Greek Stoic philosopher, advised, do not dwell on the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. By focusing on the present, we can apply the lessons learned from the past in a constructive way, improving our circumstances and mental well-being. Discussing personal goals can be a double-edged sword. Sharing them can make us feel accountable and supported, but it can also lead to unforeseen complications. Stoic philosophy, along with insights from Western philosophy and psychology, provides valuable guidance here. The Stoics, particularly Epictetus, emphasized focusing on what is within our control. He said we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. This suggests the wisdom of being selective about sharing, especially regarding personal goals. By keeping certain plans to ourselves, we retain control and minimize the risk of external interference, whether it's imitation or sabotage. Marcus Aurelius also advised caution in our disclosures, believing in the power of action over words. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one demonstrating our goals through actions, rather than discussing them. Allows our achievements to speak for themselves. From a psychological perspective, Carl Jung, a Swiss psychiatrist, echoed a similar sentiment when he said, "You are what you do, not what you say you'll do." When we share our goals too broadly, we may become overly attached to the image of our ambitions rather than the effort needed to achieve them. This phenomenon, known as social reality, can give a premature sense of completeness, hindering progress. Aristotle also believed in the concept of potentiality and actuality, suggesting that the true value of something lies in what it can become. Similarly, nurturing our goals internally and allowing them to grow through action fulfills their potential without being prematurely exposed. Living in a world of constant exposure and social pressure, it's vital to recognize that privacy is not synonymous with secrecy. Choosing to keep parts of our lives private doesn't mean we're hiding something. Rather, it's a conscious decision to protect our mental and emotional space. Just as a gardener knows which plants thrive in sunlight and which require shade, we too must discern what aspects of our lives flourish in public and what needs a quiet nurturing of privacy. Being selective in sharing is not about building walls, but about setting healthy boundaries. It's about understanding that not every thought, every achievement, or every struggle needs to be broadcast. True growth often happens in silence, away from the noise and distractions of public scrutiny. So as you reflect on your own life, consider where you can introduce more intentional privacy. Let your actions be the testimony of your journey. Embrace the power of quiet growth and watch how it transforms your relationships, your mindset, and your sense of peace. In a digital age, where the line between public and private is increasingly blurred, we must actively choose how much of ourselves we reveal. Our digital footprints can shape how others perceive us. And once something is shared, it's often impossible to retract. By keeping certain victories and struggles close, we preserve a sacred space for growth. Without the weight of public opinion, sometimes the most profound transformations happen when no one is watching. When we allow ourselves to change without the pressure of external validation, our growth becomes more genuine, more lasting. Let your progress speak when it's ready. Let your story unfold without the need for constant narration. Remember, strength often resides in what remains unspoken, and in a world that craves noise and spectacle. Choosing quiet strength is an act of courage and wisdom. Stand firm in your truth, honor your journey, and let your silence be a source of power and peace. The script has been expanded as requested. You can review the updated version in the canvas. Let me know if you like any further changes or additions. Thanks for watching.